In the first lesson, we're going to start by building major triads through all the keys, but starting with a familiar shape, the C major triad, made up of C, E, and G. As we learn new things, if we always can start with something we know and build on that, the process of learning becomes much easier. How we're going to do that with C major is play the C major triad and then move each note up a half step. If we move each note up a half step, we're going to get another major triad. In this case, it will be a D flat major triad. And if we continue doing this by moving up half steps, each triad will be a new major triad. D major, and I'll just continue up the rest of the way. Each triad is named after the lowest note, which is called the root. So this would be G major. Up a half step would be A flat major, or G sharp major. As you're playing through these triads, pay attention to the shape. The first triad, C major, is a flat shape, and it's made up of all white keys. When we go up a half step to D flat major, that triad is made up of a black key, a white key, and a black key, and the shape is like a V, or a valley. When we go up another half step, notice that it's the opposite shape. It has white keys on the outside and a black key in the middle, so this one is like a mountain. And we continue up, pay attention to the shape. There's another valley, another mountain, or white, black, white, another all-white shape, another all-white shape. We go up a half step, and now we have a new shape, all black keys. G major is another all-white shape. Then we have black on the outside, white in the middle. The opposite, white on the outside, black in the middle. B flat is a new shape. It's black, white, white. The next chord is the opposite. B major is white, black, black. So let's go through this pattern again. All white. Let's consider this next chord. Black on the outside, white in the middle. There's a familiar cookie called an Oreo cookie that's black on the outside, white in the middle, so we're going to call that an Oreo. The next chord is the opposite, a reverse Oreo. So we're going to name these. The name's a little silly, but it really helps people remember. All white, Oreo, reverse Oreo, Oreo, reverse, all white, all black, all white, Oreo, reverse, unique shape, black, white, 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 black, black is the opposite, back to all white. Now, let's consider how many of each one of these shapes we have. Well, first of all, it's a good question to ask, how many chords are there total going to be? A good question to ask would be, how many total triads do we have before the cycle starts to repeat? And then we get back to C. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and back to the starting place. Another way to look at it is how many white keys do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which corresponds to the musical alphabet. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, 7 white keys, and then obviously here, 2 and 3, we have 5 black keys. So 7 plus 5, we have a total of 12. Let's find out how many all-white shapes we have. There's the second one, F major. A third one, G major. And not till we get back to C major do we have another. So we have 3 total, C major, F major, and G major. And coincidentally, that happens to be 1, 4, 5 in the key of C. We'll talk about what that means later, but it's a familiar sound. Those are the 3 basic families of chord in any key. The 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. And just so you hear the name, it's the tonic, subdominant, and dominant. Now, the second shape we have is the Oreo shape. Let's find out how many of those we have. There's the first one. E flat major is the second. A flat major is the third. And there are no more. So with this shape, there are also going to be 3. D flat major, E flat major, A flat major. That will be 1, 4, 5 in the key of A flat. A flat major is the 1 chord, or the tonic. D flat is the 4 chord, or the subdominant. E flat is the 5 chord, or the dominant. So the 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. The third shape we get to is D major, which is the reverse Oreo. Let's find out how many of those we have. First one is D. We get to E major, it's the second. A major is the third. And that's all of them. So we also have 3 of the reverse Oreo shape. D major, E major, and A major. If we make A major the 1 chord, this happens to be 1, 4, 5 in the key of A. The 1 chord, or the tonic. The 4 chord, or the subdominant. E is the 5 chord, or the dominant. So remember, we have 12 different keys altogether before the cycle repeats. And now we found out we have 3 that are all white. We have 3 that are the Oreo shape. We have 3 that are the reverse Oreo shape. So we have 3 plus 3 plus 3. We have 9. That means we have 3 that are still unaccounted for. That means there are 3 we still have to find. Now we have a unique shape, all black, that's F sharp or G flat major. And we get to B flat major, which is a unique shape, B flat, D, and F. Black, white, white. Then we have white, black, black. So those are opposites. Let's go through all of the keys and look at the pattern that results. all white, Oreo, reverse, Oreo, reverse, all white, all black, all white, Oreo, reverse, black, white, 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 black, black. And back to C. Let's do it again. All white, Oreo, reverse, Oreo, reverse, all white, all black, all white, Oreo, reverse, black, white, 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 black, black. Notice very often they come in pairs. We have an isolated chord to start, C major, but then we have a pair, Oreo, reverse, and another pair, Oreo, reverse. So we have two pairs of the same thing, Oreo, reverse, Oreo, reverse. Then we have three that go together, all white, all black, all white. We have another pair, Oreo, reverse. Then we have a pair, black, white, white, and the opposite. When you're conscious of the shapes that you're playing, you will learn this much faster. If you play through the cycle, your hand will be learning the shape as you go. If you're conscious of the shapes by naming the shapes, you will learn this much faster.